earlier time to leave from there. To get back there to be with the kids if they leave the next day. So we're only going to have that day after. You didn't take it off. Huh? You don't have it out there.
I took whatever days you don't want to take off, I think. Also, like, I don't know what days are off now.
I think it'll do on the field trip. Not the day after.
Bubs. Why is Bubs?
Why are you talking?
Leave him alone.
So, last week we picked up with you guys in Tent City Crossroads-esque village thing that doesn't actually have a name. That just kind of started as a merchant camp or a merchant stop that never left. And you guys bought a bunch of shit, did a bunch of stuff, inquired about some different deities and where to find them. Also brought back a landor, which was good timing because fucking goblin whose name I don't know or remember had just decided that he was going to go out on a pilgrimage and ran off to go do that.
His name is Zilk.
Zilk. With Landor back, you guys bought him some supplies, provisions, gear, and I think a couple people gave him some money as well, just to help him through everything. Because dying be rough, yo. Especially when all your stuff gets disintegrated.
Mm-hmm. Not disintegrated, melted.
Yeah. Okay. Turned to a pile of unusable goo.
Eaten by Jello.
And with that, you guys began making your way back to the village, where you were approached by a mysterious stranger that Modian recognized as a god of some sorts. Calls himself the Mountain Man. That is the god of adventuring and traveling, and offered to send you guys, quote unquote, home. Not to your prospective houses or families, but back to where you currently call home, the guild hall. And looked at Milo and said, please, whatever you do, don't shoot me again, and took his weapon until you guys had made it through the portal.
Technically,
Give it to somebody else.
Amon could do it.
He took it though, and you didn't get it back till you were through the portal. I also think he didn't give it back to Amon until after you were through the portal. Did he?
I remember that Amon was dragging it through the portal.
Right. He gave it to Amon before he went through the portal, but I think he didn't give it to you. Give it out.
No, it's I was trying to see
Yeah.
You mean nothing else?
So one by one, you guys went through the portal and reappeared in front of the guild hall, being that it was super late at night. I think you guys got back. I don't remember. I think it was because you guys did a bunch of stuff today, and then we're gonna get started and get out of the tent city before you. Yeah. You guys arrived super late at night and camped or went to bed in your respective rooms in the guild hall, except for you passed out in an alley somewhere.
Yeah.
And you wandered drunk throughout the city.
Finding me.
Not really looking for you, just wandering drunk throughout the city.
Yeah.
After you left a very cryptic message for Modian, who was concerned for your well-being mentally.
You still don't know what that meant? You still don't know what I meant by that?
No, because we know you don't know.
They don't leave cryptic messages when next people don't understand it.
It's not cryptic. It's literally...
So, next morning you guys reconvened, with Milo waiting out front for you guys to come out, and Modian happily walking the guild hall, not seeing him in there anywhere, before Landor drug him back into the guild hall. You guys had breakfast, filled in the guild leaders about what had happened and what you had learned on your previous mission. They congratulated you for one of the first successful guild missions ever completed by this guild, which was happy and disappointing all at the same time, because it has been nothing but chaos for them the last several months since they officially became a guild. In part to all of you guys and the other group that is running around this world and doing just as stupid and chaotic stuff. And yeah, you guys then debated on what your next mission was going to be. You guys kind of fell towards 3 different missions. You guys were looking at either the Druid and Moon Golf, I believe.
He done 2 different missions.
There's just
Goblin and the Dragonborn.
Yeah, you guys looking. I thought you were looking at the.
We were making another 50-50 split.
You ended up
We're split right down the middle.
cutting it down further, and we're debating between something going on at the Dragon Isles to the north. You asked your god and was told that it was at a tipping point where it could go very bad very quickly. Or the village that was already under siege and already people were getting hurt. The group debated at length on what they were going to do. Before Modian said, you know what? Fuck this. You guys keep saying I'm in charge. It's time to actually act like it. And decided that the group was going to go to the mission you said, which was the village, because they were the ones that were currently being harassed.
Murdered.
So with that, you and Sar filled them in on what you guys knew from your previous attempt at helping them before you guys started preparing, and we called it a night. So I'll pick back up with you guys at the guild hall. Getting ready to leave. You did give Mountain some socks. I think you got a bonus inspiration point for that, if I recall.
I just got one.
Yeah.
No, I just got the one.
Black and silver.
That's a soul sauce. Right?
And so our group is missing, of course.
For the record,
Missing.
Dan needs to lose his tamale making card.
I didn't know he had one. He's white.
Look at that.
This may surprise you, but I don't make tamales, so I don't know what they're supposed to look like. I kind of put out several years of memory out of my life, or out of my brain, so I don't remember what they're supposed to look like.
Fucking white people.
These fucking Mexicans. Only Mexicans would bitch about free fucking food.
Oh, God.
Sorry that your free food is not up to your ridiculous standards.
Yeah, it isn't. I'm gonna have to have a word.
Just one, then you'll shut up.
Fucking what?
All right, so is there else we need to do for the town people? Figure how this is now.
How much is the bag?
The guild give you one. Everyone should have. Anyone that just joined the guild after that mission was given a bag of holding if you didn't have one already. Because fuck tracking carrying capacities.
Babe, can you please give me a pencil so we can
These
budget
are
to
one
me
of
for
the
like 2
trolls,
seconds?
giants, and
I understand.
That you got out of my bucket?
trolls, giants, goblins.
Usually, when you take my pencil, I go and get you pencil, and then you give me the pencil that I just gave you.
Cooking shit.
Before we head out, does anyone have any suggestions on how we can stop these creatures?
How do you deem that bag holdings work?
They store stuff.
Can I put a goblin in it?
It will suffocate, but yeah.
We were all just given bags of holding. I suggest we put the goblins in there and let that handle the situation.
While you guys are discussing this, you guys see Grimrock come in to the guild hall, go into his office for about 5 minutes, and come out and start building a little shrine in the communal area.
Steve,
Yeah.
I want to try to want to see if I know, or if this way I can figure out, basically how the goblins, like, how their leadership is established. They, like, choose to roll what?
History. Does it look like some sort of memorial shrine? What type of shrine?
Roll religion.
I'm gonna walk over to Grimrock. Grimrock.
Trying to figure out something like logos. Else accidentally broke it and neither of them told us and apparently still produce.
Yeah, Grimrock.
16.
16, right?
18.
First. You know, typically, biggest, baddest goblin is in charge, and unanimously, not unanimously, dictator, essentially it's a dictatorship. Biggest, baddest, strongest goblins in charge, and
not
Yeah, you
fixed.
were, but I'm looking at it.
She said it's still turned on. It's just the case that holds the when it's hot, not hot. Is it tied or something?
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. Biggest, baddest goblins in charge, and they are in charge and listened to by everyone until a bigger, badder, more badass goblin says, "You know what? No fucking like your room and kill them." And then they become the biggest, baddest goblin.
2 questions with that. Number 1, does it have to be a
Be
goblin?
a goblin. I'm thinking the same thing.
Do I know if they accept challenges one-on-one?
that one's fine. That one's fine.
Well, it's
Babe,
just
you
cool.
can leave one.
The
You can
other
leave
one's right here.
Yeah, one.
So typically they do only recognize goblin or at least goblinoid. So goblin and hobgoblin essentially. I'm
What
sure
if-
there's other goblinoids, I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
You just have to be really convincing that you're actually a goblin.
You can try
Or
that
that you
and
used
see
to
how
be.
that goes.
Or that you used to be.
So typically they only accept goblin, sometimes hobgoblin, but usually it's just a goblin decides they don't like the current leader and fucking just start throwing hands.
So it's never really like one goblin decides to go, "Hey, I don't want him. I challenge you," and then the other one's like, "I accept the challenge," and they fight.
No, it's more a one goblin says, "Hey, I don't like how you fucking run this," and they start fucking fighting.
There's no challenge. There's no accepting. It's
Winner takes the tribe.
Does anybody here a goblin?
No, you have to lose your party. So,
Well,
religion.
know of a hobgoblin who probably wouldn't mind being in charge of a camp if we could persuade him.
I'm fucking new now. I don't know if I wrote it down.
There was a hobgoblin that talked to us.
Is that a hobgoblin? You know. Who would religion be?
16. Stop.
Still alive?
We
Sure.
could probably convince him to take over the goblin.
You're sorting done.
No more? Oh.
Sorting done.
Star has an idea.
Job. What's up?
Well, basically everything I've been saying.
I couldn't hear you. You were mumbling.
Basically, that hobgoblin that's been feeding us information last time we were there, we could somehow convince him that, like, hey, if we were to get you in charge of the goblin camp, could you lead the goblins away and take them elsewhere? But that's just an idea.
Keep in mind, the only person that was here that knows of what you're talking about would be Modian. Most of the group hasn't met who you're speaking of. Okay, what's your religion roll?
What does Modian say?
16.
16?
Oh,
Looks like he's making some sort of altar. Modian wandered off while you guys were debating this. Looks like he's making a religious altar. You approach him?
So why did we choose this mission?
Modian chose it. He decided to take charge of the group.
because it was split 50-50, and I made the deciding vote.
Yeah, you guys took a vote. Vote landed 50-50. So Modian was the tiebreaker, so you guys keep saying he's in charge.
I didn't say you were in charge. I didn't want
Okay,
to.
you also didn't argue when everyone else said he was in charge, so
You
you kind of
said,
did.
I'll be in charge.
Also, he's been getting called in charge.
I didn't want to be in charge.
So you walk over to Grandma. While he's assembling some stuff, he's got a little baggie of popcorn, some hay, and a few other small items. And he's just setting up a little thing.
They asked
Greetings, Modian.
what this was regarding.
The darker ones are peanut butter.
What's that?
Strawberry. If you look on the bottom, like some of them are lighter colored and some of them are like a medium brown. Like that, I believe that one is on peanut butter. The peanut butter cookies and regular sugar cookies. Yes, you can have one.
Because he has to.
A new druidic nature deity has recently surfaced. So, in an effort to help make sure you guys have all the options when choosing your path, and do what we can to help the nature, decide to put a small altar to them here.
What's his name? Her name? Their name?
It's twin goddesses actually, Gisela and Anastasia. They are.
Of course, she's in
He was such a
different.
hamsters passed away. Well, one hamster passed away.
Okay.
One of our hamsters passed away.
And that was their names.
I put too much licorice in my mouth.
Why should you do that?
It was really good, and I stopped paying attention to how much I was eating.
Hey, Evan.
Hang on. Wait.
Get a make son.
They're more chaotic than most nature gods, but every god has everyone has a right to choose their path.
All right. Sure, thank you.
It travels.
Thank you.
And you just use setting popcorn around it and just a small little shrine or altar rather.
Dinner? Maybe it's a cookie in the cup.
Nice save. So,
All right.
no, I don't remember if you were there when I said it, but you're yellow.
Okay.
You're yellow.
That one.
Which one is? What are you?
Green.
Orange. No, orange.
Orange.
Josh is green because his piece is fucking green, so he got the green hat.
Why is this piece green?
Because he's an Emerald Dragonborn.
Oh.
Because I'm special.
When his was printed with a green filament.
Because I'm just awesome.
Yeah, because his green doesn't show up very well.
It
It's not lit well enough for it to show up very well, so you have to use the hat. I tried it without the hat, and it didn't work. Because I know Psycho prefers green.
Well, not like this.
I know Psycho prefers green, but giving the green character a green hat made my brain happy.
Color. Did he tell you what happened the other day?
You have to narrow that down. He tells me a lot of things.
With his windshield wipers?
Yes, he did. I laughed at him.
Dumbass.
Because I see that all fucking day when it's raining. I have people coming back trying to return them and yelling at us because they're stupid. So I had zero sympathy for him, and I just laughed. He left the cover on the wiper blades and couldn't figure out why they
Well,
were.
my windshield wipers are quiet and they clean better now, so.
Yeah, did he tell you what he made me do?
No.
At a red light, she reached out the window and pulled it off the passenger side one.
Oh, wow. You made the message made it sound like you did that.
No, then later on,
Then
I
later
got
on, he
out.
did the other
I stopped at
side.
a red light, got out, and got the driver's side one.
What is there?
And meanwhile, it was raining.
I would expect so if you were using wiper blades and found out this issue.
I would hope.
If not, you guys are just dumber than I thought.
And I did hint to him that it moved while he was trying to put him on.
I thought they were shitty.
I thought they were shitty.
For the group.
At least he didn't go and return
So
it.
we head out. You guys have any suggestions or ideas?
We need ale.
It helps out against against goblins and trolls and giants.
Huh?
How's that going to help us?
How is it not?
I don't get that logic.
We need a
I'm
goblin.
trying to. Because if people drink too much, they're worthless in a fight.
You ever seen a drunken master monk?
What's that?
You ever seen a drunken master monk? Those guys are shit-faced all the time, and they kick your ass.
Are you a drunken master dwarf?
He's also not a dwarf.
Monk.
Or monk.
Are you a master drunken monk dwarf? Whatever.
Maybe, maybe not.
It's a yes or no question.
It's a yes or no answer.
Not. So back to my original.
So is he the one that was dead previously?
I was going to bring that. I wasn't playing that part again. But
I'm the DM. I'm allowed to be an
I'm
asshole.
holding on to that part for later.
I'm the DM. I'm an asshole. I can play whatever I want.
Yeah. So back to my original question. Does anyone actually have any useful ideas?
I do.
Somebody has to be a goblin.
The exact same thing. As
I tell him of my idea.
What's that?
You may not have been listening the first time you said it.
I was happy.
I don't think he was there. He was not.
So goblins ruled by strongest one runs the bunch. Doesn't have to necessarily be a goblin. Could be a hobgoblin. We know of that hobgoblin who was feeding us information last time we were there. If we could convince him and help him take over the goblin camp, we could just have them leave. We could have him lead the goblins away.
Do you think you can beat the biggest baddest goblin there?
Like I said, we can help him. And that's just an idea.
Roll another religion check, sir. History.
How much help do we give them before they turn on us and attack us?
What's up, Tinder?
Nat 20.
Or is your hobgoblin
What were you gonna say, Landor?
I'm double checking something real quick, but I believe goblin. Yeah. Since goblins are my favorite enemies, would I have maybe heard of who the local big boss goblin is?
You would have advantage on the history check to remember.
I got a nat 20.
You know that Modian is correct. If more than one person jumps in on that battle, it invalidates the quote-unquote duel.
I agree. I never said we have to all fight him at the same time. It could be something like we start fighting him, we stop, where we act weak, and then he comes in and takes the final blow, claiming that he's tired of the weak goblin and all that. Seemingly that, he just defeated a goblin who just, quote-unquote, defeated however many adventurers there is of us.
I rolled a 16, by the way.
question here, I think. Do you think we're going to get in there and all of us attack as one goblin without the 200 goblins there attacking us?
I'm just putting out ideas. We'll have to sort out the specifics later.
I'm bringing out the logic now. Because usually you bring it out later, usually it's too late.
So real quick.
Another idea I have is we somehow seal the gates of the camp.
Well, second door. With that, you remember the only name you've heard of the quote unquote big badass guy is the name the Goblin King. It's just what keeps getting repeated. You know he's been in charge for somewhere between 2 to 6 years, running this particular clan. And he started down south and was forced up north after some shit happened. The stories you've heard don't say what happened caused his move, just that he met something that convinced him to move.
Alright.
And yeah, there's been a few different names that have been associated with the Goblin King over the last few years, but you're not sure which one is the actual Goblin King.
Okay. I'm going to basically repeat what you just said to the group.
Okay. So are you saying, Psycho?
One other thing that we could try doing is just seal the gates and then toss a lot of fire over the side of it. But my character's kind of against genocide, so
As he suggests genocide.
We need to stop the business from being occupied.
I'm against this, but it is an option. We could lock them all in their house and light it on fire. I don't like that, but I will suggest it.
If I don't, someone else will eventually.
Yeah, but you suggested it, so if it happens, it's your fault.
Yeah, because you're the first one to say it.
Like anyone will actually use my ideas. Stop giving me hope.
It is the chaotic, stupid idea.
Have you met this group? They're
I know
really
it's like put them in the bag to hold them.
Yeah, that's only like 5 at a time without full on genocide. Plug them in and mass murdering them.
We can put 2 or 3 in a bag. 15 at a time isn't genocide. You gotta do it. You gotta do it little by little. Idris kills off 1 every night. That's not genocide. Genocide when you do it all at once.
No. I think that's actually
What's that?
We're not gonna kill all of them. I'm not.
So I got really quiet.
I know.
Yeah, he's on the phone.
Yeah. So.
Trying to finish all these silver cranes. Too long to do these cranes. Is it only us playing tonight? Oh, nobody else is coming.
All right, sorry about that. Work shit.
So I'm at a loss right now. I have not. So I'm gonna know that break my dog.
Consider.
Inside of where going how to extract. Ooh, beautiful. That's one. It's so funny. I'm assuming that's what you roll.
You definitely feel her presence.
I'm asking you for your guidance and your assistance in coming up with a way to defeat these goblins
Regular,
and
regular.
trolls and giants without the group suffering loss last time.
You feel her presence immediately. And there's a long pause. You were on the right path. And then you guys strayed. You were winning. Then it went south. You might have success in a head-on confrontation, but diplomacy might work better here. Huh?
Speaking of goddess,
You're welcome.
the words inside. So my goddess, yours is my goddess. She says that we were on the right track last time, and the diplomacy might be our best way of defeating them.
What?
Diplomacy. Not going in there and fighting them, but trying to do it in a more diplomatic way. I'm trying to remember what we did last time. What we were doing last time. Do you remember?
Last time we were scouting out. We had just scouted out the 2 trolls and a giant. And as we were trying to make our way towards the goblin camp, the 2 trolls and the giants actually headed in there. And as the others tried to sneak into the camp to scout around, all hell broke loose. They decided to stay and fight an entire goblin camp, plus 2 trolls and a giant. Well, I ran, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Wrong. Here's what we did now. Sorry, let's clarify what we did right. Here's what we fucked up. Does that help?
So, before the group decided to stay in fights, that, according to my goddess, that up until that point may have been the right thing to do. I remember now, we were trying to, I think we were trying to pit them against one another.
Yeah.
Troll was. So I see we tried to do that again without this time, without the death of the party. So unless anyone has any suggestions or have any other ideas, let's get moving. All right, ready to go.
All right.
You live in map of that area still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys leave the Yoho. Begin traveling east. I was waiting for someone to correct me. It's west.
This is what I got.
It's northwest.
Northwest.
East. I thought you meant east.
For my fault. You were here for that encounter. It's not my fault. You didn't write it down. Yeah, it's northeast. It's about 8 days trek.
Okay.
From them, we're gone.
We'll get moving. The sooner we go, the sooner we get there.
We were mostly forest. 8 days. Northwest. Who's taking lead?
I will.
With marching order.
I'll bring up the rear.
Front.
Noella's somewhere in the middle.
I'll go down to hit the middle. We got Land over the front, followed by Milo.
Milo.
As they say, Cecile, but I know what it meant. Milo, Me, Tim, Lady, Liz, and
I'm assuming by this point you've already resummoned your companion, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you had that panic reunion.
Yeah.
Mommy, tomorrow text your mom. Alright, what's her email?
A little break. A little break.
Who would you forward her
You
email?
can't play yet, correct? Put the dog in there, quick, please.
Is it her first name that last?
I don't know.
Josh, can your Drake fly yet?
No, not until level 7.
yeah, March we will go.
Anyone else need to do anything for you guys this time? You ready to go? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? All right, just doesn't know. So you guys begin making the trek out of Dunbarton, through the plains, down the dirt road that just has a pair of tire marks that show that there's a road there. As stated before, this isn't a very well-traveled road. Not a lot of business
So, yeah.
from the village. It's kind of just a small, nothing town. One of those nobody needs to visit for any particular reason. The small town of have to go everywhere else to get anything you need ever. That thing. Perception, Landor. I'm sorry.
If
So,
we in forest or grassland?
Not yet. Yeah, Grassland Plains.
Oh.
Where is there in Lit? Like South Central?
So 15?
Feels like it.
you said perception?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. 19. How the hell do I have 9 on that?
I
Whatever.
don't know.
19.
Alright.
Clean.
Sorry you can't see it, but it feels like you've got that feeling that you're being followed. Landor, you don't notice anything.
Alright.
Do I know that hobgoblin's name?
Yeah, Jar.
I say his name out loud as I tell everyone to stop, and I say his name out loud.
Is this right? You take off?
Yeah, like 3 hours into you guys leaving. Okay, so you all stop. No response.
Is Jeremy this far away from the rest of the goblins?
Does it say again?
Would Jar be this far away from the goblins?
Well, he's a hobgoblin. He does his hobgoblin stuff. So
Okay. I'll accept that because I don't know hobgoblins.
I feel
He's a
like
hobgoblin. He does his hobgoblin stuff.
it might not even be him. I just feel like we're being watched.
Right. Okay. I'm just questioning. What do I do? I question things.
No response.
Well, if I don't see anything and I can't really prove anything, and obviously no one's coming out, there's nothing really to do. I don't want to go looking for him, so I guess let's just continue.
Alright, you guys continue traveling.
I'm going to keep an eye out.
Roll perception.
I would be as well.
Two. You want to do?
3-1.
Well,
You in the middle?
Can I roll again?
No.
Oh.
Why do you want to roll again?
See if I can roll better.
I mean, unless they can re-roll their stealth.
Okay.
It was 3 to 1. 3 to 1.
You catch a quick glimpse of something small darting through the grass. Kind of,
Can I make out what it is?
it's hard to see
Does
as
it
it
appear
moves.
to
But
be humanoid? Does it appear to be animal?
humanoid. It's about
How much
100 feet
was it?
back, but it kind of makes a motion in like an arc like that. But it's about 100 to 100. Tell me, 100 to 150 feet back from you guys.
About 100, 150 feet back, I just saw something go that way. And that outlined the way.
Yeah, you really only caught it 'cause you saw its feet leave the road
Right.
as it went across it.
And I'm sorry, it was humanoid or
Look,
Jim, is that you?
it was some humanoid thing went that way.
what did you say, Sar?
Jim, is that you?
Jim. Why would it be Jim?
Jim is
Why would it be Jim?
Did you hear that?
Goblin?
Yeah, why would it be him though?
I don't know. Well, let's see if it is him.
Jim? I don't know why you think it's Jim.
30 seconds pass before you hear, yeah, in the
It's-
grass.
How'd you know it was him?
Well, you're sneaky back there, buddy. Come on in with the group.
And
We're going on an adventure.
half goblin, halfling in chainmail with an axe at his hip comes walking out of the grass.
Jim,
Hello, Ian.
how did you return?
I told you, I've died before.
Can I inspect him, make sure it's actually him?
I thought he was
Chainmail.
Huh? Perception and investigation.
Investigation, I guess.
Investigation?
I'm going to cast guidance
Mhm.
on him for the fetching.
He's at a D40 roll.
I'm gonna pick him up and hug him.
I'm gonna scream hi.
11. My rolls
As far
are
as you can tell,
horrible
it's
tonight.
Jim.
My rolls are horrible.
I'm going to say a quick prayer to my goddess. She was.
Oh. Alright. What do I have? Oh, I don't have that anymore. Great finish.
See him phone call again? Oh, what is that?
Mike's here. Start reading all the maps away. You gotta turn the light. Where's my? Oh god, it's so shiny. It's so shiny. It's so shiny. You need to get a haircut again. Your hair's getting long.
I know, I don't have a fucking day off, so.
I gotta find shoes. I gotta find white sandals. You know it's playing right now, right?
So don't work tomorrow.
All the trouble for you not to work tomorrow. I'm serious.
Don't work tomorrow.
Huh? I'm serious. Well, I'm going driving with my mom, and then I have to go to that notary, and then I have to finish my centerpieces. Okay?
Okay. Oh, thank God.
There we go.
The game has really bad. Yeah, they didn't.
All right. So, as you're praying to your god, there's that ever prevalent flicker, flicker, poof, and Amon reappears. And the first thing you hear is a familiar goblinoid voice yelling, Amon! Him.
Who's dead?
I was dead. I told you I died. It happened. You have to see, I'm good. I even bleed if he pulls out a hatchet.
Huh?
Jim, go. Please work.
I'm okay with him bleeding a little bit. Like anything major,
Just feature.
tip of your finger.
Jim, stop. I take my knife and guy's finger.
He lets you.
Are you gonna come help me
No,
finish my centerpieces?
you're bleeding.
Huh?
Are you gonna come help me finish my centerpieces?
Finish
Okay.
your pieces?
Yeah.
When?
Why
Tomorrow.
What time?
And so when I get there, I'll let you know when I get there.
How are you?
Same way as always. I die for a bit and then I'm back. Were you guys not listening? I told you guys this. I don't know. A lot. People don't like
Apparently,
me.
because
You don't like
honestly,
me.
this world's not that great to keep coming back just to die again through.
Yeah. It happens though.
Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. Where are we going?
We're off to fight.
Wait, we're fighting a necromancer, right?
No.
No, we defeated him.
Goblin necromancer?
No, just goblins. And
Are you sure you're okay?
Actually, not fighting.
I'm okay.
You can come in handy.
So, original thoughts, real quick to catch you up. Yeah. Star had
Oh, I don't
that-
listen to Sark.
he said was that
Kitchen work.
that he's inquiring about how they choose their leadership and whichever goblin or whatever
The one that's in court.
wants to take over, fights over with Hills and becomes the leader. He thought we'd have the hobgoblin that we had at the camp over there fight and become the leader. When I asked him if he thought that hobgoblin would take on their biggest and baddest, he thought that we could help out somehow.
Who's the top goblin?
Who was it again?
Jar.
Jar. He's a hobgoblin that we met the first time we were there. That
Paula's asking me if she's
Good.
in
friendly.
you have to provide her husband's ID.
He was good.
Or can she
But I don't know how well that plan would work because I don't think that Jar could take on the biggest and baddest. And I don't think
if he could have taken it over, he would have done it already.
I mean, if you didn't want to, but
What about Jim?
What about Jim?
You want to run a goblin camp, buddy?
Jim would have a better chance.
Sure.
but I still don't. Unless we can give him something to beef him up before we get there.
Wait, Linger, they said you were dead. And he runs over and wraps his arms around you.
There's one slight problem.
I know. I told you I was gonna pick him up and hug him.
Jim's not a full
Yeah.
goblin.
He hugged you, then went and talked to
He's not has
Tim.
his own
then
society.
that clicked, so he ran back to you and
He's
hugged you again.
not
Oh,
being
okay.
accepted as a full member to be able to challenge the chieftain. His own tribe of nice goblins, even the leader of that nice goblin, tried to make Jim not be picked on and beat on, and they still did it
Can
because of his mixed heritage.
Yeah, people don't like me. They say I'm an
No,
Abominable-
you're not an abomination.
That one!
Exactly.
I'm that
You're
one.
Not an abomination.
Got Serena's smiles upon all life.
She's nice.
Yes. Why I worship her.
That's an abomination.
Abomination! Those are the snowmen, right?
I just keep staring at him.
Pasty white, right?
Roll Constitution.
Constitution?
So
Just to check that a save.
there's another thing on the way over there. She said our original plan of causing strife between the teams, between the
18.
groups,
You lose.
had merits. And diplomacy be better than full out assault.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure.
Which I agree.
Yeah, you
There's
lost.
much
What
more
happened?
than there's only few groups
You
that
lose
we
the same
can't
contest.
negotiate with.
You just
Giants, I
dead
don't
lost.
see negotiation happening
Go
with.
dead hand just-
Trolls, I don't see negotiations happening with. But
And
gold, even if you
he's
were-
real serious for the first,
Unless we
45
do
seconds
something
while they're all
goblins,
talking,
they out-patrol each other.
and then he just goes deadpan, just
No, they won't.
But
like he forgot what he was
Goblins are
doing and just now
scared of
staring
trolls.
at you.
And
And he
We're
doesn't
really
blink.
scared of giants.
It takes about
Don't
2
I
minutes
just
before you
have
blink. He's still just
But if we take out the trolls and the giants, that shows the other groups that we have power, and then they'll negotiate with us.
Did I win?
When we sit there and tell them we don't want to have to,
I win!
we can, but we don't want to have to.
I beat the
We
Abomination
prefer to do
Snowman.
something else.
good job.
I beat the Abomination Snowman.
That's
I don't
because
see any bruises.
Serena's in your corner. No, no, we do not need to. He fights alongside us. As long as he doesn't hurt on us, we don't want to strike him down.
Watching you.
Don't worry, so am
We're watching you. We're watching you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask you a question.
I. Behind her, look at.
How do you die and come alive multiple times?
I did too. I've been on the fence about doing this since he died. So things kill me. Then everything goes black, and I'm dead. And then usually a couple hours pass, and I'm not dead anymore.
How do you do that though?
I die,
He doesn't.
and then a couple hours pass, and then I'm not dead
I
anymore.
got it, my friend. It's nothing that he actually does. It's something that's happening to him.
My guess, because of what your goddess was saying, that the goblin god and her were combating over Jim, I think the goblin god is the one that's doing it to him.
I agree. So for some
Because
reason,
he's a sadistic bastard.
I would say for some reason he's got it in his mind to torture Jim here and keep bringing him to life. and killed again.
Maybe because the goblin god sees him as an abomination, despite the fact that he's a better goblin than most. Of course, that depends upon your definition of what a good goblin
I
is.
was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say it was a good goblin though. By goblin definitions, is he a good goblin?
No, not really.
There you go.
Which is why he would not work to actually
Right.
take over the goblin.
Yeah, Gilt's an asshole.
Yep.
Gilt.
Yep. Oh, no.
Gilt's an asshole.
I gotta roll religion because I'm not very. I'm the jack of all trades, but
I'm
still.
assuming just from the conversation that's probably not.
I think I got it pretty good with the 15 plus intelligence. I think is religion, finding
What
religion.
is it? Old time
Two.
religion?
It's a 17.
Gilk Klaz. Gilklasz. He is the god of the goblins and god of the outcasts.
What is the outcast? What is he not? Are you saying that out loud by any chance?
Yes.
No, I didn't say nothing.
As I'm searching through my random knowledge in my head.
Table through and taking notes.
If he's the god of
Okay.
outcast, why would he be, unless the god of goblin parts outweighs that?
CLASG.
Well,
Maybe because he is such an outcast, he lets him come back because he sees this as a great
KLAS.
boon of more life.
Maybe, or maybe he's trying to help Jim learn something or become better.
Or try to fix the goblins to see that there is more than just the goblin.
While you guys are talking, he's still latched on to Landor, just kind of looking between the two of you. You're going back and forth debating. That's
Well, if it moves on, so we can, really get
Let's go. Damn it.
we can talk to you.
I won't get those damn goblins.
Well, again, I think maybe you're right. Maybe we need to take out the giant and or the trolls first.
there's two pools and one giant.
Work.
And then we take out one of the trolls.
There's two left you saw. Oh no, yeah, you guys killed one.
Take out
Yeah,
one.
so yeah.
Again, I got crack memory.
While we're talking or moving, right?
Yeah.
Because the troll died when Star was running in his tail with his tail between his legs.
So then you might bear off like going on your point, take out the troll and the giants,
Lid.
and then we can maybe negotiate the goblins.
That's a great idea.
So where you at this group, Mike? Where are you?
Marching order.
Marching order.
Where are
In the middle. Always in the middle. Squishy.
It's right at this. He's in the middle of
That's why we're
the
having a conversation.
Yeah, so we talk and we're walking.
Stuff where you need. Keep them moving however you need.
Squishy.
That's why we're walking off.
Where am I? Not out there?
You're in the back.
Oh, here? Yeah.
We can.
I just put you when you get back in.
Eric.
I'm trying not to hide my gold ones. I can't.
Give me 1 second. I wasn't entirely sure I was bringing Jim back, so I pull out his keys.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Fuck it, I'll use this one for Jim.
I missed a little
I'll cut the chain and stuff.
Didn't he get killed?
He did, but I really liked him. Well, no, sorry, he didn't specifically get. I didn't target him. I rolled randomly on the thing, and it just landed on Jim. I was happy he died because I didn't have to run a DMPC anymore. But I didn't target him. The dice just said "fuck you, Jim." All right, so you guys travel a few more hours. The sun begins to set as you guys accomplish a full day of travel. No travelers on the road. Not even much wildlife to speak of.
They're supposed to be wild.
There was a little bit, just not as much as normal.
It's still concerning.
I don't know, just it's not that it was void of life is one thing.
You a ranger or druid amongst this?
Landor's a ranger.
Landor?
Don't think you guys have a druid
Yeah.
anymore.
Is there a reason if there's a lack of wildlife in this area that you're aware of?
You want me to roll or?
Maybe because there's this big goddamn ass green lizard walking around.
Roll a nature.
Unless you know without rolling.
Unless you've got an idea that you want to shoot off that rolling, you can. You're more than welcome to spitball an idea if Landor has an idea.
That would be a dirty 20, sir.
Answers that question.
He wants. There's no talk to him.
Could be a lot of things. Typically, they try to stay away from populated areas, obviously. With you being this close to the city, could be that. Or it could be that there's a lot of less than savory creatures in the area lately.
You got a green dagger in front? Giant green.
I blame that one. Unsavory. 100%. Unsavory. Pointed teeth and everything.
But aren't I just as bad if I also am dead? Isn't that why you don't like him?
You're not undead per se. You've been returned to life. There's a difference.
Okay.
Yet you bleed.
You bleed? He pulls out his axe again.
Jim, no.
He doesn't bleed?
We're not taking knives and axes. We're not taking axes to our friends. And for now, he's our friend.
Dagger?
He asked him if he
I did. He didn't answer me.
would need to stab him.
What?
I was thinking the word this.
22 hit.
Definitely.
Bless you.
Thank you. Four piercing damage as the dagger goes through your hand. Do you bleed?
Doesn't say whether I do, but I don't have a pulse, so I
So no.
imagine.
No, you don't bleed.
You don't have a pulse. You don't bleed. The
Because
pulse,
my
your pulse is your heart pumping blood through your body. That's why you have a pulse. Your pulse is literally your heart beating.
No, it's literally the blood flow.
Oh yeah, that's from your
Your
heart.
pulse is low. Your blood flow is
Sluggish.
slowing
So
down.
if you don't have a
which is not
pulse,
normally good.
you don't bleed.
so
So yeah, the dagger goes in his hand and no blood comes out.
Everyone sees this.
And he fully pulls it out.
I am vindicated.
I don't think I should have done that.
Yeah.
So, would you care to share with the group your story?
That's a no.
Thank you.
Will you share it with me? One dead guy to another? Maybe
Later.
dead people's palms don't bleed.
No, Jim.
Jim, your fingertip already bled, remember?
Already,
But that wasn't my palm.
you don't need to stab your hand.
I feel like I'm smarter this time around.
They're all
I'm gonna just take the dagger out of his hand.
Roll it straight.
Jim.
Again, Jim, you're not dead. You were brought back to life. There's a difference.
11.
Yeah, you take it.
No.
Just wanted to test it. I was told that's the smart thing to do. When you have a thought, you test it. If you're right, you're smart. If you're wrong, you're dumb.
That's not
Please don't test anything like that again.
If there's a voice inside your head that did not sound like me or did not sound like Landor, then don't believe them.
Unless it's with any of the voices over here. Sorry, guys, we can't be friends anymore.
Unless it's Serena.
Not what? Not with me.
No, the voices.
Oh, what voices?
The
Oh.
people in here.
Why do people
He
talk?
said I
to
can't be
me
friends
in
with
my
the
head?
voices in my head. Was it him or him?
Or Serena.
Or Serena.
Or her? That many voices. I can have that many voices.
Yes.
What if one of you stopped talking? Can I bring back one of the other voices? Is it like a trait thing?
No, no tricks.
No traits? Just these two?
Yes.
Does anyone have an ink mill?
Actually, yes.
Come borrow it. Thank you.
I'm assuming you're going to be taking it back at one point or another, right?
He reaches into his pack and pulls out a cloth and wraps around those 3 fingers. Problem solved!
Considering as I don't have medicine, but it's good to me.
So we're moving down the road.
It's end of the night at this point. You guys are setting up camp. Like I said, first day goes off on an issue. The only notable thing was there wasn't a lot of wildlife throughout the day. And then you guys got sidelined.
As usual. All right, let's have a watch. I'll take first watch.
Second.
I'll take second. 2.
I'll take last watch.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
See, I'll be awake the entire time, so
I got the bubble made.
I'll be watching the entire time.
Oh,
so I
actually,
don't
never
sleep.
mind. Never mind. Kind of answered my own question.
Well, I can help. That's what I'm here for.
I created the bubble before people dispersed.
Jim goes, bubble! It goes to Rundle and just goes to launch against it and goes, I'm assuming through it. He's allowed to go through it. I just face plants into the ground. Oh. I remember before you were away on this.
We're very
The
good.
sun open.
Here before you were in it. Yeah.
If I don't work tomorrow on the
And he just kind of pushes on the ground, scoots himself back in the bubble.
Waiting for my system to tell me I have to poop.
I guess.
I'm not waking up.
I know. Can you get down? Oh. I don't know. It's comfortable.
So who's all? So I got first watch, second, third.
I'm also in second with Jim.
That's why I said second.
I'm awake the entire time. Sentry mode.
No, you
Whatever's not taken.
Huh?
Whatever's not taken.
So fourth, Landor, would you say you were on?
I said I'm drinking.
Drinking. All right. Jim drinks with you for a little before he passes out.
Yep.
So first watch. Constitution save, Landor. You don't see anything or hear anything. It's the bird chirping stops about half an hour into your watch.
21, sir.
Really, all right. Well, it's usually replaced by hooting and howling. Doesn't seem to pick up. Just a silent night.
Oh, I'm losing weight.
It is not.
But
You're about to become holy, though. But your watch goes off without issue. Oh, sorry. Perception.
Yeah. I can't
you can reach.
do it without you here.
You can reach. You can reach.
I can't reach with you like this.
Reach.
Let me at least pull my feet over.
You don't need to let your feet over.
Freaking flip your head.
Ow.
Perception?
Let's stick in the chest when you see.
Yeah.
You know what I said to say like this? 22.
Put a stick in his chest while he's asleep.
reached over.
Extremely quiet. I mean, that would make me.
Roll 22.
Could have reached over.
Previously, he actually made a statement to me that doesn't really need to be made. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just there staring at him. He's looking at me. I'm like, I think I have steak in your chest.
22, you notice the same. About half an hour or so into the watch, the day life quiets down. The birds stop chirping, the few birds you've heard. And where usually the sound of owls and other nocturnal life starts to come to life, you don't really hear anything throughout your watch. It's just silent. You can hear a little bit of the wind, but that's about it.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna. Obviously, that's unusual, but it's not really something I can control. So.
Perception.
Good 20.
So you know the same as you wake up, it's as you hold this silent and stay silent throughout the night. About an hour into your watch, Jim kind of slowly scoots over to you on the ground, like just until his next to you goes, "You want to do some experiments?" Said you're dead and I'm not dead. I want to test it. But they took my knife. Do you have a knife I can borrow?
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Hey, don't kick my cranes. I worked very hard on them. Look, they're full. It's full in there.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of cranes in there, Aaron.
It's between one of my
Look,
Sharpie.
picking up.
Say ah. Do you?
Just enough to where he can actually see my teeth.
I'll go ah like that.
Yeah, almost 200 cranes.
Ah. He kind of grabs you like this. He goes, oh. And starts pulling.
Okay, then.
You have anything else?
Almost 400 cranes.
Do I have a choice?
Yes. Yes.
You always have a choice.
No.
I need to borrow something sharp that we can use to test the theories.
I'm trying to determine whether Jim would be actually strong enough to hold my broadsword, or whether he would just like collapse trying to pick it up.
You're talking about the amount.
But Jim is also.
You give it to him a try. What's your strength? What's your strength?
My strength's an 8.
I'm gonna just hold it, just like out to him.
He takes it. I can borrow it.
Be careful.
Okay. And he scoots, looking from you. Sir, while you're on your watch, where are you watching? Just out in the fields?
We're by a road, right?
If you guys set up on a road, near a road, yeah.
Oh, did we?
Where did we stop?
We didn't think we went off, so it's in
Yeah, you guys didn't say it, so yeah, you're about 5 feet from the road.
Oh, I'd be keeping an eye on the road.
Okay. You hear Jim and Milo talking behind you at some point in the night, but it's kind of hushed whispers.
I'm gonna turn towards them, and if they're close enough to hear me, I'm gonna kind of whisper to them, "What are you guys talking about?"
You respond?
No.
Milo just looks at you and then looks away. Jim goes, testing theories and stuff.
Testing theories and stuff.
Ah, man of science. I respect that. And I turn back towards the road.
That was your guys' final chance. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no.
So, as you guys are on watch, about an hour and 40 minutes into the watch, Jim starts screaming.
Yes.
Oh,
He starts screaming.
yeah.
Yes, Jim starts screaming bloody murder.
I'm gonna jump off my rapier drum and I'm gonna look around, see what's attacking him.
I can guess what happened to him, but what happened to him?
There is a broadsword lying on the ground next to him and a lot of blood.
I am going to try.
I rushed over. I asked him what happened as I try to bandage him up.
You both start bandaging. Roll medicines. As you ask what happened, there is a cut. His wrist is cut
Oh
about
my
halfway through.
God.
Like
Oh,
11.
9.
between the two of you, you manage to bandage it up as Moody comes running over.
What did he say happened?
He doesn't say anything. He just shows you his wrist that's cut about halfway through, like
Yeah.
almost like he cut it off.
Jim, what were you doing?
Do I wake up?
Two.
What's him?
Do I wake up?
If anyone would wake up to the sound of someone screaming, yes.
I both awake.
His wrist and cast Cure Wounds.
Well, you wake up to, you guys look over and see people rushing to Jim as he's screaming in pain.
And I rolled to kick out.
I look around us and I
I'm
see.
going
I
to-
look if I see anybody.
I'm going to get my broadsword as far away from Jim as I can.
What was that, Tim?
I'm never
Around and I see if there's
object
anybody.
again.
Took that
Like,
you heard it now?
Yes.
I'm sorry, people keep interrupting you. Do you look around and what?
see if anybody is hiding.
Roll a perception.
You got 13 hit points back.
I'm looking at him and I tell him, as a man of science, I recommend that I could probably think that you probably won't do that again. Huh?
I was trying to test it, I missed. It hurt so bad.
23.
You don't see anyone else.
What were exactly were you trying to test?
Milo said I could borrow his broadsword to test our theory of whether or not I was an undead like him. And last we checked, palms don't bleed when you're an undead. So I tried to poke myself with his broadsword that he let me borrow. And I went to pick it up and it slipped and I dropped it on my arm and it hurt a lot.
You're not undead.
Next time, I recommend a pinprick on the fingertip.
They both said they really need to test it.
Broadsword to the wrist.
Him and Sar.
Well, you're bandaged up now. Go to sleep. You'll probably feel a little better in the morning. I'll continue to stand watch.
And you. There's a reason we took his dagger from him. You know, we called it conversation earlier. You're with us.
I told him you guys took it from me as he plops it on the ground.
You're with us when we took the dagger from him to stop testing these theories.
I didn't tell him that.
You tell him what? You give him your sword?
He didn't specify.
Landor, have another drink.
What did he specify?
Are you gonna do something stupid again?
I'm going to sleep.
Okay. And earlier you
Don't
talked
go to sleep.
and someone took
Can't
his
go
dagger
sleep?
from him. And I told
No.
him to experiment on himself.
Okay.
What made you think it was a good idea to give?
He got
Until you're fully healed.
Go to sleep.
I cured his wounds.
Oh, you cured his wound? Okay, you can go sleep.
Yay! He takes the drink and passes it.
Whoever's on watch, keep them separated.
Thank you. Again, he's not. He's a very friendly
One
guy.
second, Noah.
He's brave. He's friendly.
He's also extremely naive.
He's also not the brightest amongst us. Next to you, apparently.
Not the dumbest, though.
Since we took his dagger from him and told him not to experiment on himself, what made you think it was a good idea to give him your sword?
Because, you know, that's so much smaller than a knife.
Never, ever give him a weapon again. In fact, don't give him anything. In fact, if you next thought you have about giving him anything, ask one of the adults.
I'm gonna walk up into a tree and sit.
This tree's a couple hundred yards away. You're still in the open plains.
Oh.
You still do it?
No, that's really funny.
Let's check on Jim. Make sure
I don't
he's
know why I did that.
make sure he's okay and sleeping.
I have average intelligence. I shouldn't have done that.
Because
No.
Toby does not have average intelligence.
Your character has that.
No. Toby has high intelligence, personally.
He does love wisdom.
Just not enough experience in life. The wisdom is what's missing.
I have an 8 wisdom.
You or your character?
Both. See, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell all of my other 8th grade students. I want you to stop and think 2 minutes about what you're going to say before it comes out of your mouth.
I
It's
think some people need more than 2 minutes.
Okay, so what's the last one?
And I'm going back to sleep.
I'm assuming my watch is now.
I'm gonna watch.
Can you go find me a Type-C charger, Toby?
Huh?
Can you go find me a Type-C charger?
Computer already done?
Yeah.
Really? Should hold a charge longer than that.
How's it going? Should. Should have would have. 15%. Nope, 9%. 15 minutes remaining.
Damn.
All right, so 4th watch roll. Or no, 3rd watch, sorry. Here, you go check on Jim. He's all right. No bandages are soaked in blood.
Put the bandages off.
You take him off.
Sure.
He's asleep at this point, doesn't wake up. You take him off, and there's a nasty scar, but the wound is mostly closed. It's still bleeding a bit.
I'm gonna bandage it off. Bandage it off.
A little medicine.
No, actually, I'm awake at this point, right? This is my watch. So I'm going to play the Song of Rest.
You still do bandage.
And that'll take care of
16.
Right, yeah, you bandage him.
Song of Rest does what again?
That's a call.
If he gets sleeping, she probably heal him up too. But
Maybe.
What I did was literally the opposite of my bond.
Sometimes decisions are made. Sometimes they're not the smartest.
Yeah.
Life happens.
And sometimes you're not the one that pays consequence for your stupid decisions.
more Jimmy.
I did.
As we've learned with Michael, sometimes bad decisions
I
happen.
paid
and other
me a
people pay
guilt.
for them. He gained 6 points of health. As
Oh
does everybody else
no, not
technically.
guilt. You definitely got the bad end of that deal. You also don't know how to turn off lights.
Huh?
You also don't know how to turn
That's
off lights.
No, I don't.
That's always the excuse then. Right. So, third one, second. Yeah, you bandage it and that's to your ability.
Everyone, you said, right?
No, third watch.
Oh, listen to me. I'm 4th. 4th, right? I'm 4th, right?
You're fourth,
16.
yes.
You gotta do it again, I think.
Perception?
3rd watch, yeah.
Points of healing
Yeah,
back.
watch it now, right?
Doing perception again.
No, yours continues from your first one.
Okay.
You the second, yeah, yours just continues because you are on watch the whole time. You don't stop watch. You go to bed?
I'm assuming.
Tell your sister to go to bed. She's still up. What? All right, so mom's going to bed permanently. As this wasn't really Jim, it was a
10 millimeter.
harass in disguise.
Mimic.
Just do this, guys.
It was a mimic that swallowed her
It was a
flesh.
gelatinous cube mimic harass. Roll for initiative if you care. You are harassed.
Just go ahead and kill me now.
I would be on the low end of the spectrum.
You roll its first 10 attacks.
Okay. I'm dead.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna cast doorway go.
Does an 86 hit? I rolled a 3.
Doorway go on.
I rolled a 3. Does an 86 hit?
It's got a plus 83
It hits him.
to its
All
attack.
of you.
Did you say it's not Jim?
It's got a plus 83.
No, I was giving Mike shit because Mike was being an ass. So I told him it wasn't really Jim. It was a gelatinous cube mimic Tarrasque in disguise. Does
Oh.
86 hit?
And you rolled a 3.
Wouldn't that sentence just end in a gelatinous cube since there couldn't be a solid and a liquid combined together?
It somehow works.
Now somehow. we have a
Oh, me and Jim watched
multiple
Oh,
scientists.
he's a good scientist. He's not good at it, but he's a scientist.
Apparently
doing
multiple
experiments.
scientists in our mix.
The only difference between a scientist and fucking around is writing it down. What's up, Tim?
We watched the movie.
Cool. What'd you guys watch?
The D&D movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I finally watched it too.
It's on Paramount Plus.
That's how I watched it.
Me too.
Here's that. Trying to finish the game there.
What are you doing?
So you can hear me now.
It's all right. You don't go and expect much. It's fun.
So your watch goes off that issue as well. It's just eerily quiet the entire night.
It's like 7 hours.
At one point, Jim stops breathing, and then gasps awake, and then passes the fucking out.
No problem.
Yeah.
She-
Right?
But the watch goes off that issue. I'm assuming you wake up Tim.
Light in the chest.
All right, Tim, you get your watch. Roll exception.
Is it a 4? This is yours, yeah. Oh, this is mine. 6.
You don't notice it.
10.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. Night seems normal as far as you can tell.
There's an entire marching band that goes by.
As dawn comes,
Big neon lights.
Nope. It's perfect. It's quiet. It's dark.
Trying to see what's right stuff right now, we can't.
you have Mr. Luke Goblin that ran by. So, morning comes. Diablo.
He plays a lot of
That's a Diablo 3. I don't know what it's actually from.
He's a bard in disguise.
The Diablo 3 is a goblin that runs around that you just drop.
Yeah.
So, you all wake up to a fresh morning. After the night's
Yeah.
chaotic bullshit.
That's not the first.
As Jim wakes up, makes his way over to Milo.
What a fall mine.
Do you have anything lighter?
No,
That was just
No.
no.
No,
I'm gonna
the
push
problem
him
was that
away.
no.
Just,
The problem is, Jim, you did not listen to this. We're
just.
telling you, undead. And I look forward to it.
but I don't want to be an abominable.
You're not a bomb.
We love you. Oh, I love you at least.
I love you guys too. I want to be helpful. Let me test my theories.
More helpful.
Not that theory.
Where are you three play us? We help you out. We between me and
Amen.
Eamon. Me and Eamon have a lot of experience doing this. We can help you out, save you some time.
Are there still no animals in the bar?
Roll perception.
We fix some breakfast.
17.
I don't hear anything other than you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna make some breakfast with you and run a whole lot of garlic.
Do you breakfast?
He has no need.
Okay.
I'm assuming none of the vampire things work on big field, but it's just so funny.
Yes.
What's your conclusion?
Save. 10.
All right, so breakfast is served. It's a little heavy on the garlic this morning, but we're actually roll.
Intelligence on something specifically concerning the Jack Walter is 19.
Between the two of you, mostly him, you have managed to make a pretty good breakfast. He does have a very heavy garlic breakfast. It still tastes edible.
What's edible? Just a garlic.
A lot, though. You specify a lot. So, it's very heavy on the garlic. You start eating, and you feel your throat start closing up. And it gets difficult to breathe.
I don't. Just stop breathing. It's difficult to breathe. I just stop breathing.
You do notice that your throat is closing over.
Do I notice him pass out after he stops breathing?
How does that
He
work?
doesn't have to breathe.
I don't need to breathe.
What are you?
A dampier?
Vampire.
I have no necessity to breathe.
Oh, okay.
We haven't announced that to the group yet.
So if I can't breathe, I just don't
We just
breathe.
noticed all these odd.
Yeah, he hasn't announced that to the group yet. You think he's human? Roll a perception.
All of us?
Except for my
No,
sharp
just ours.
teeth. They see my.
Oh, no.
You're just
I,
gonna-
27.
I
Okay.
have the background.
You notice he stopped breathing.
You don't want to be
Um,
a vampire.
As a person who doesn't need to breathe, I noticed that you have stopped also. Don't you beings need to breathe to survive?
Are you a lungs broken? I can help. I'm a dagger back.
No.
The heck was that?
Totally giggling.
Well, he can't giggle if he's not breathing. He doesn't have any air to push out of his lungs to make the.
Toby was
Yeah.
giggling.
Not Milo.
Toby was giggling.
You can't giggle. You're holding your breath. Huh?
He's not holding. He's just not breathing.
And you just kind of spit out the food in your mouth as you can't swallow it anymore either.
Alright. Okay.
As he still stands there without talking, I go, guys, he's not breathing.
Jim starts jumping up and down. Tragic backstory, tragic backstory, tragic backstory.
He doesn't.
He also doesn't bleed,
breathe.
and
His palm is immune to daggers.
it's not immune to daggers.
It didn't bleed.
It doesn't mean it's immune to daggers. It just means it doesn't have blood. in
Can
it.
we test it some more?
No.
Can you test it?
With my 100 years of living, have I ever come across his kind before, so I know what he is?
High or low?
I want to say low.
You've heard of a few creatures that don't need to breathe. Yourself being one of them. You heard of mostly undead type creatures that don't need to breathe, but you can't really place anything this intelligent that doesn't need to breathe.
I'm glaring at him because
We're
I know he
using
cooked.
intelligence loosely here, right?
They both cook. You watch them both cook.
The term intelligence loosely based.
But it's
Yeah.
mostly him because I know he hates me.
That's fine. You can roleplay what you want.
I don't hate him.
Your
I just don't
description,
trust him.
your description of because he cooked. I was just letting you know that you watched two people cook.
It's just mostly he.
You trying to determine if you know?
If anyone in this party would do anything to harm me, it would most likely be him.
Not physically put the fork in your face.
Hey, Danny.
And I typically eat everything heavy in garlic, so it's on my breath.
Alrighty then.
It takes a couple days for your throat to unswell, as you don't get any medical attention for it, and you don't do anything to help it. It just gets worse until it would have killed you. Because you don't have to read.
I want to walk up to him and go, wait, what's that in your hand? And I'm going to take his hand.
You know him?
Sure.
And then I check his pulse.
Roll medicine. Please. Please fail.
Is it 10?
Yeah.
Is it? Yes, 10. 12. No, 13. 13.
I was hoping for a nat 1. You find a pulse. 13, you don't find a pulse.
I don't find a pulse?
Nope, you're pretty sure you're checking the right spot, but you can't seem to find one. And as he's talking and having this conversation with you, you feel a little bit of pressure on your...
I do it. I try to do it without him really noticing, and I don't say anything about it afterwards.
Riley,
Sleight of hand.
that'd be really tough. How are you doing? Or you don't feel
Actually, 13.
What's your insight modifier?
Or you have
Insight modifier?
What's your
Insight
insight?
requires.
Wisdom.
Just your base insight.
So just my wisdom modifier?
It's your wisdom modifier plus 10 in your proficiency if you're proficient with it.
Are you proficient in insight?
No.
What's your wisdom modifier? Or did you not notice the pressure on your hand?
Okay. Alrighty then.
So he doesn't notice?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, after I finish checking, I'm like, oh,
Who's this?
must have been some dirt. I let go and I walk away.
Huh.
Who's this?
Just like that one, and I'm like,
Well, it's more because he goes look at your palm, so he's doing this. He goes, huh?
guess there was nothing after all.
Well, you said his throat is swollen for like a few days,
A couple days, yeah.
so he doesn't speak for a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the little bit
He
that I
never
do,
speaks except for
usually.
Just want to
Yeah.
verify.
Yeah, so
Which
he
is like-
can't speak.
He doesn't speak, which isn't abnormal for him because he already doesn't speak a lot.
Do we notice anything?
Okay, just wondering.
Does it look swollen or is it look
Roll perception?
I thought you had to eat.
He doesn't have to. He chooses to.
He just likes to play.
At this point, my character already has his opinions and his theories, but he's not going to say anything because we went through the other dungeon with him. I trust him enough.
Looks pinkish, like would somewhere between
nothing
red.
really jumps out at me. So.
Even though I'm normally pale.
That's why I said pinkish. That's why instead of red.
Yeah.
Took that into account. Hence why I said what I said.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, we'll break down camp and leave.
Cool. Jim starts helping break down camp.
No, I have been. I'm keeping an eye on him because I'm trusting at this point. To the strict ass comments and not bleeding. The whole thing of Jim last night. I am not trusting.
While you guys are breaking down camp, Jim makes his way back over to you again. Sorry, I got you in trouble. If you want to test some more theories, let me
Can
know.
I consider this?
You said you keep
Please,
posting
no more
to
theories that involve
Just push away
I'm gonna
towards
look at mine,
Modian.
Jim.
Jim,
Not
Towards
your fault you
Modian.
got in trouble, and no testing theories, please.
I just
I'm your.
Jim,
yes.
Am I your friend?
Yes.
Trust me on this. No more theories. Testing, no.
I can't test any more of his ideas?
No, especially as like this. If you want to test anything, you have any theories, come to me or email first.
What's up, Jim?
I tell Jim that he's just a special being and we all love him, so we don't want him to try to hurt himself. with all
My
these-
dad used to tell me I was special. Sounded a lot angrier, though. I love you guys! And he continues breaking down camp.
I'm also gonna help.
And you guys take off on the road again. Does anyone do anything over the next few days of travel?
No.
Can I make a new steel defender?
What do you need to do to be able to do that?
This is a
Just
long
kind
rest.
of like it's like my dragon. I do it. If you want to do like a story part of it, then yeah. But mechanically, it's just I did this.
This is the kind of character might have for 1 minute. I'm sorry if I didn't already. So after a long rest, you can create a steel defender. You have your
She just needs her smithing tools with her to make a new one.
After a few days to where we are going to. I assume my throat is normal by then.
Yeah, it takes a couple days of your folks time.
Along the way, when we take breaks, or break out for the night. I've got an extra journal, an empty journal, and I'm transcribing a lot of the notes I've got from works. I'm making a backup copy to give to Jim.
Okay.
Notes on Serena and the religion.
Right.
If I write spells in that, I don't know, can I give him spells? How does that work?
With clerics, you don't really give spells. You have access to your whole spell list always.
Right.
It's just which ones you
Well, I wasn't
choose
sure
to
with,
cleric.
with Jim how he works. Is he a cleric or is he?
You wouldn't know unless you actually sat down and were able to have an actual conversation with him about it.
And that's what I'm trying to
And then
figure
you
out.
would gather whatever you try to talk to him about.
So as we're
I can.
we'll go
You're going
on.
that one.
We'll go on.
See a little more light. Sorry.
We'll have some conversation with Jim as we go along. You try to, because Jim's not going to know.
That's what I said. Unfortunately, that's really all you got is to talk to Jim about how his power works.
Not going to know what he is. So I don't have spells I can write down for him.
You can write down your prayers and how you channel your magic.
Okay,
Try that.
I'm going to try that. I'm just making a big set of
Yeah.
backup copy of my information. I'm trying to get him
You can
to on my path. So
try.
that's what I'm doing.
Like it doesn't hurt him.
You can try. It's hard to see.
I'll go over next week.
Jim asks you if you can ride the Still Defender after you make it.
As long as he be safe.
There goes that.
I will do my best.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make him a weapon that doesn't hurt anybody, like a fake one?
What's the sense of having a weapon that doesn't hurt anybody? I'm gonna ask that question.
Or can I make him a helmet?
You can make him a helmet. Well, what are you making it out of first?
She has 5 pounds of scrap iron, 5 pounds of wood. So
I know. I'm aware of what she has. What is she trying to make it out of, though?
Iron?
Okay. How?
How?
Where do you get the means to melt and forge
Oh yeah, that's true.
iron on the road?
Never mind.
So, anything you do while you got trouble for a few minutes? What? So Jim happily jumps on the back of your Still Defender and rides. He seems to be having the time of his life as he's bouncing up and down on it. And with that, a week's travel passes, and you're deep into the forest. Star and Modin recognize that you're getting close to the village.
the one that's occupied.
Yeah.
I let everyone know that we need to start being careful now because trolls, hobgoblins, goblins, and orcs are going to be roaming around.
I'm gonna start paying more attention to our surroundings when he says that.
And what we're going to do now, Mr. Modian, the leader.
Modian stepped away.
Oh, dang it.
Well, my dad stepped away. Modian's still there.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Yes, sir.
So what's the plan, Mr. Team Lead?
Are we there yet?
You're on
Are we there
the,
yet?
you're about a week's travel, so you know you're about 3 hours from the edge where you guys had first met Star.
Well, at this point, I think our best bet, after talking to Amon, is to try to take out the troll or giant. Once we take them out, pick one, then take out the other. We can probably talk the goblins down.
All right, you want to try to lure them out to us or try to find them?
Well, I say it's, as Wordus always says, it's better to bring your enemy to you and fight your own territory. So we lure them to us. That'd be our best solution, I would think. Though there's also a suggestion for, not suggestion, there's also a good plan for attacking, surprising them in their own home. So, anyone?
My only concern is if we let them, if in order to get them to attack us, we have to let the whole area know we're here.
Well,
Do we really want to let all these groups know we're here?
no, definitely not.
What we could do is we could set up a trap in a certain area. I'm pretty fast. I might be able to outrun them and freaking lure them here.
From what I understand, you were pretty fast the first time too.
Absolutely. I'm still alive, am I not?
Jim,
Jim, you are raising your hand.
I can be bait. I have a very punchable face, so I've been told.
No.
No,
you're not.
And kickable. And stabbable.
We need you here to set up the trap. That's the most important part.
What are you doing, Alice? Modian.
Modian.
Modian. Spelled it.
Is it Modian or Modion?
Modian.
No, I mean, if you sounded it out. Is it an O or
You
an
sounded
A?
out Modian.
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 Okay, so Modian.
Slap him. If that had been me or Tim, we would have gotten slapped. Slap him.
But see, he's my grandson, not my
I
son.
don't care. Slap him.
It's been done.
Yes.
Really just sweet.
Milo, do you have a?
No.
Your hand was in the air.
I just wanted to join. They were both raising their hands as well.
Just. I think you're right.
So he just decided that it would be a great idea to add his stench to the pile of stench just for the sheer fun of the stench.
Would a troll smell me, seeing as I am not meat based?
They
You
wouldn't
have very metal smell.
smell meat on you.
But just because they smell metal doesn't mean they'll be attracted to me.
Rub meat on you.
Hey.
I don't know what you're thinking of, buddy, but I don't swing that way.
I wasn't thinking of that way either. Jeez. I don't know where your mind's trapped at, but
I'm
damn.
not rubbing my meat on him.
I can rub meat on him.
So you want to set up the trap, and I'll lure them here? Just remember, if there's trolls, we gotta poke them with a little bit of fire to finish them off. But they're also a hill giant, so we'll have to.
I'd rather poke them with a whole lot of fire.
All right. So you go over the giant or the troll?
They're probably gonna be all three together, because that's how last time we saw them.
I thought they were separate.
No, the giant and the trolls were working together.
Oh, okay. Of some sense then. That I couldn't remember anyways. So while he's luring them over here, suggesting on how to take them out.
Kill him.
Agreed.
Have something sharp.
In a bit. But you must promise us not to
You cannot self-inflict yourself.
experiment on yourself.
I will not purposely stab myself.
You won't
I'll go
purposely.
with that. No, because everybody makes mistakes. Life happens.
Doesn't what's his name? Jim still have his hatchet on his hip? Because it wasn't taken away.
I purposely didn't say that.
Huh?
I purposely wasn't saying about his hatchet. I knew where it was at.
He was just trying to get more sharp shit.
Damn. We'll deal with that in a little bit.
He
First,
likes sharp stuff. What can I say?
do you think we should maybe? Do you think? I don't know. What if we can dig a hole? If Sar can leave, we make him trip. We can slow him down a little bit that way.
Jim drops to the ground and starts.
How big are these giants? Do you remember?
Big?
Big size.
Giant size?
The size of giants.
Yeah, I did see them last time, so I remember.
They were saying,
Yep.
What the hell did I say?
Yeah, they're huge still, so. Fifth. Oh, actually, I'll have another chart in here. Yeah, there used to be a chart in here.
Huge.
Oh, there used to be like a little, like, scale chart. There it is. 60
I'm not a dwarf, but I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
A few times my size. Excuse me.
Yep, I know where there, sir.
Yeah, try to lure him, Sar, back this way, and maybe we get a hole here covered, big, dug deep enough, just not to trap him, maybe give him trip in it, maybe. I can help slow him down, maybe. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So everyone's get a hole across this path here, and then we cover.
Maybe get like a thin strip of wood that can support my weight, but obviously not theirs, that I can run across. And that way I can run across it. They'll try to run across the ground thinking it was normal ground, and they'll fall in.
Because someone has a bunch of wood.
Well, there's wood around.
No, I'm looking at the person next to you.
We're also in the forest.
Yeah, who has wood?
So someone had a bunch of wood with her.
I have wood.
I'm surprised.
It's crap wood. I don't know how good it is.
Or get a rope over a tree or something, and I'll swing across like
Is it soft dirt or hard?
like a forest jungle man.
Hard here. Really hard packed dirt.
Okay.
And
How do I tell if my wood is good enough?
road. Bad idea.
Are we still on the road? No, we're ready.
Yeah, we're still
No,
I
it's
don't
good.
have like a long plank of wood. It's just
Do this in the woods a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit, not on the
Yeah.
road, because
Well, absolutely. No, definitely not on the road.
the
some
one.
traveler comes
sorry,
through
Roger,
here
sorry.
trying to run away. And
Build a hole,
Yeah,
dig
you're
a
right.
hole in the road.
Yeah, that would be dumb. It's just pushing dirt into a hole.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were still on the road. I thought we went off the road already.
How do I tell if my wood is good enough?
Roll investigation,
ask
and
Saul.
maybe take the ring off if it's not good enough for you.
So wildlife.
Do what?
I said maybe take the ring off if the wood's not good enough for her.
Right?
Oof. Oof. Oh. Oh.
Love you, bud.
That's right. See, you were pretty good, Czar.
What did you say after roll?
What is she rolling?
Investigation.
Dirty
No, that's me.
uh
That's you.
investigation. 21.
You find a piece that you think will work what you need.
So we're off the
I hold it up.
we're off the road.
Good.
Road in the woods.
Perfect, just like you.
Oh. Nobody else answers?
Jim starts digging as soon as you guys stop.
I give you a thumbs up.
Give my little help Jim dig a hole there.
As you do you help?
Hmm?
Do you help?
Yes.
As you go start digging, he goes.
And just look at him and keep digging.
I'm going to find some foliage and stuff. Don't cover the.
Roll investigation. Give me a roll strength.
Strength.
Check.
Strength check.
Tim, you want to help him dig a hole?
Watch.
Sure.
I am rolling.
Put it aside somewhere.
Absolutely.
You know how every time you have kids go do a job outside, there's always that one that gets hurt as soon as the job starts and just can't help anymore?
Yep.
What happened?
You take 3 points of damage as you go, all right, you bend down, you just full force start swing, crack your hand on a rock and break your fingers.
Okay.
Oh God.
Who did that?
Milo,
Vampire.
Jim looks and goes, I don't think those bend that way.
Is he able to speak now?
Yeah.
Have you ever been able to speak? Somebody say cryptic shit? I gotta keep it for investigation.
Modian, you're not down with us, right? You're not down with us. digging.
Modian's gone.
That wasn't Modian saying. That was Modian saying that.
I think we need help here.
It's starting to-
Somebody's fingers look broken.
It takes you a couple hours to find a good amount of foliage.
Oh, sorry.
About 2 hours
I'm
into
trying to get
the day,
somebody's attention.
you hear a voice in the treetops.
And what does the voice say?
Back for round 2, I see.
Jar?
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been in round 1.
Did you go with him to find foliage?
Yes.
Okay.
I try to get somebody's attention.
Okay, I think everyone's there except for Amon and Lodian.
While
Yeah.
they're
Sorry.
digging in there, going to find foliage, I am going to walk up into a tree and sit so I can stay hidden and see if anything's coming up on them.
Roll stealth.
He broke his fingers on purpose just so he could sit.
I told you there's always that one kid.
Let him see him.
Stealth,
was
you said?
not.
Oh,
Who's your other fucking child?
I'm not even proficient in that. 21.
You will be. Mad as fuck if it was always Tim.
21.
I don't know where I wrote down my list of names. I saw it earlier. I read his
21.
name.
And then it was Tim Jr. What's his
21.
21. 21.
21.
21.
20 and 1.
I thought it was just one word. 21.
No, that's that's 21. You're saying 21.
Yeah.
21.
See, and
Yeah.
one.
It's like how do you say?
It's
Like that.
words, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
20 and
yeah.
because they're 2 words.
Yeah.
They're just in English, we put a hyphen in between. I don't know if Spanish is the same thing, but in English, we put a hyphen between.
Oops.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
How much pounds of wood do I have left?
Huh?
Out of my 5 pounds of wood, how much wood do I have left?
You didn't take much out of it, so you still have your 5 pounds.
Okay.
That's a lot of wood.
5 pounds of wood.
Not me.
Oh, so you look for help. It's just you, Jim, Landor, and Milo there. Everyone else went out foliage hunting and ogre hunting.
I'm looking for the trolls.
I think we're actually going to call it there.
Do we know if they're coming?
I open in the morning.
Nope.
We're gonna call it there. You said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I open tomorrow.
Okay.
And if we
I
go
was
much,
gonna open. I got lucky and they canceled.
huh?
So I was gonna work tomorrow, but I got lucky and they canceled.
If we go much further, it's going to start being a whole thing, and it's not going to be as easy to stop. So,
I understand.
Yeah, that's true.
so Inspiration, starting with Toby, who's making a ton of noise.
No! Don't do this. There's 300 cranes in there. No! Stop!
Okay.
400 cranes in there.
I think I feel like for so long I rarely speak.
I mean 400. There's at least 400 in there.
It gives some to be shared with all not used for
Good
your
job,
own
everyone. Can you
benefit.
hear me?
There's 3 of them.
It gives some to be shared with all not used for your own benefit.
Where's the other one that you have?
I did the opposite of that one.
Yep.
I like keeping secrets and everything.
Yes.
What secret did he keep?
His backstory. He refused to get it.
Tragic backstory.
No, I still have 7.
We not saying because it's a secret, or just because you don't talk?
You have? Are you full?
Your backstory, is it a secret, or you just don't talk?
Yeah.
It's not a yes or no question. Talking or answer the fuck. So that means you will be grounded
Is
from
that a flaw or is that a
It
Yeah.
is a flaw.
that affects you negatively?
It did affect him negatively.
Yeah.
Because the party is really
Yeah.
suspicious now.
Oh shit.
So,
So we had an action would be more so.
I was an accident there. I just wanted to read.
Modion.
I just particularly heard my faith waters, constant for that person's deeds and examples.
Yeah.
I trust my deity will guide my actions. I have faith that if I work hard, things will go well.
Yep.
Everything I do is for the common people.
I don't think so, sir.
And I am suspicious of strangers and expect the worst of them.
I don't think so.
Not this time.
Reading strangers.
You know, I didn't trust.
Not a stranger.
I didn't trust. No, not until he proved himself.
Nope.
I take effort to always blend in. Not this time. I never admit to my mistakes. Away from. Always seek to help the helpless.
But did you help Mr. Unable to Breathe?
He's not helpless. He doesn't breathe.
Did he
I
know
knew that already.
Did he know he wasn't able to breathe?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
No. But he didn't say anything about breathing. He said he got height.
Correct, but I also knew he didn't need to breathe. So,
In fact, he purposely did that.
part of underground network that to free the innocent. We haven't ran into any innocent yet, although this will come pretty handy on this next one. Well, my sarcasm is often sharp.
Let me stop getting a mess. I don't think so. You're really being sarcastic.
Was he?
It was in one instance when I told him that. So you gave him something bigger than a knife.
That's fair. Yeah.
I was very snarky about the broad blade, and I have trouble trusting strangers.
Yep.
I don't think we came across anyone else, so.
Jim, though. You treated Jim as a stranger.
Yes, I did. Because he was dead, and now he's back, and I don't trust things that come back unless they came back verifiable.
Landor.
See here. I place no stock in wealthy or well-mannered folk. Money and manners won't save you from a hungry owlbear.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I watch over my friends as if they're a litter of newborn pups.
Not so much this time, I don't think.
Each person's responsibility to make the most happiness for the whole tribe.
Did you do anything that made everybody else do their part?
I made Jim happy.
Did you really?
I mean, he shares alcohol with him, so yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
true.
I forgot about the alcohol.
I am the last of my tribe, and it's up to me to ensure their names are entered legend.
No.
Are you hearing about it?
I am too enamored of ale, wine, and other intoxicants.
It wasn't a fall this time, though.
You did drink, but nothing came of it.
He didn't take a watch to help you guys.
Oh, that's
History.
true. Okay. I'll
He
get
chose
that.
to drink instead of watch. Watch.
Fair enough.
I am
Didn't
traumatized.
get to have himself.
I'm the only one out of you fuckers who's died.
Wasn't a flaw.
That I will make sense. I agree at that point.
All right.
It's got to be a flaw, so it's got to be a detriment.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what? We're cold.
Inspiration.
Sorry.
Full. We're both full.
Well, fuck you both then.
We didn't really get a chance to use it very much.
Yes, sir.
Steven.
Yeah.
Treasure hoard.
No.
Pretty please.